Well, hello, model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Revell, and this week I'm going to show you my builds here and an upgrade part that has become available to add to them that I think is neat, and I picked up a few of them. But getting into the kit here, this is for the Revell 71 Mustangs, the Mach 1 and the Boss 351. These are great kits. If you haven't seen them or if you haven't, built one, this is a very nice, very pleasurable kit to build. Now, Hobby Nut Models, my sponsor, they did sponsor some builds of these. So both of these I built on the channel about 2 years ago, and they were sponsored, including the paint. So both of these have been built on the channel, so you can go back to previous videos and check them out. But I did do a couple of the Boss 351s. I did build a Mach 1 as a custom, and these are here for another Mach 1 project that I would like to get to. But, as much of a pleasure this is to build, doing so many of the same subject at one time can take a little bit of the fun out of it. But these two, I really enjoyed, and I wanted to do one like this with a silver stripe. So I did this one in the blue with the silver stripes, and then I did this one black. But I did these box stock, and there is a part here that is available for the Ram Air hoods. Now these both have a couple of different Ram Air hoods, different and not different. The Boss 351 kit, as you can see by my ones here, this is one of them right here. It's got the hood pins in it and all the molded in detail under here, including the Ram Air system. And that doesn't look too bad. But there is an upgrade part right here from Kevin at Missing Link. This is 3D printed and fits right in there. So I got a couple of those, but to show you what's in there. And then this other hood, this is from the Mach 1 kit as well, here, and it's got all the same under hood detail. The big difference here is it does not have the locks, where this hood has the locks. That's the big difference. Now, from what I understand from the vehicles from the factory, functional Ram Air hoods had the locks, and the non-functional Ram Air hoods did not have the locks, and that's what I understand is the difference here. But Revell gave you all the detail underneath the hood anyway. So, and it still works, and it looks pretty good. But to give you a glimpse of what it would look like with just detail painting, so that's what they look like with detail painting, and it looks pretty decent. Not that very many people would, at shows be looking under the hood, but there they are, both of them right there. So they look pretty good. So when it comes to these, this pretty much will just lay right on the air cleaner here, like so. I can just drop that on there and show you. So it lays right on there, and then the hood just pretty much goes right in place there, and you glue it to the bottom of the hood. But I'm thinking with the precise placement, and here I am just mocking it up and just laying right on the hood here, and I can move the hood just forward a little bit back, and it just fits right in there. So that's looking like it fits really, really good. So, but since I got three, I actually bought 3 of them from Kevin. Rex kind of tipped me off to them, and thank you, Rex. And so I bought one from Kevin at Missing Link, which is this unpainted one. And then recently, my last visit with Kevin at Missing Link, I bought 2 more. So these 2 have been painted and detail painted. I painted the cans the gold color, which is what I was seeing in the reference photos. So, and painted both sides of it. So I'm pretty much ready to install at least one of them. But I got them both ready for these 2 builds, which I thoroughly enjoyed building. So I decided, I'm like, all right, let's get one in one of these, and we'll glue it in place. But as I was looking at it, I'm like seeing how it fits and whatnot. It's pretty tight fit. So, but it's a nice issue there. So, all right, let's get some. I'm going to use the microcrystal clear here, because if I don't get it all in the right spot, and after I let it dry and everything, I can always remove it. So we'll just, this is how I'm going to do it. But since it's starting to get kind of low on there, not sure how big of a bead I'm going to need here. This stuff will dry clear anyway. We will find out real quickly if this is a good idea or not. Move that off to the side. Let's lay that one here. Let's see how that sticks, and maybe let's try this. So that kind of shows me how far back it would actually lay. Okay. A little farther back than I was expecting. Interesting. That seems to be where it fits. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to let that one sit and dry. Let's see. And I'll do this one as well, but I'll do it a little later because I got to paint this one. This one's kind of meant for these two projects, which, you know, if you're wondering, and I didn't state it before, I do want to take this Mach 1 kit and build it as a Mach 1 with the 428, but I want to go with all the options. So I want the air grabber hood, so I got the hood, and I got this piece to go in there as well. But I also wanted to do these wheels and the front and rear spoilers. So that's why I got a whole nother kit of this, just basically for those parts to add to here. So the hood, wheels, and spoilers, because I didn't want to do the dog dishes, the base caps on this, and the white wall tires, which just has the white wall tires. I like the printed tires. They just look, to me, so good on there. So, and this one, my plan is to eventually do it green with the silver Mach 1 stripes. So kind of looking forward to it. And the stripes are in here, so you can pretty much piece this kit together and do the stripes, other than the hood stripe. Not really in this because the Mach 1 follows it a little bit closer. And they've got the Ram Air decals, of course, which are shown right there on the side there. So let's see, should I glue this one as well? It's funny because I thought it would have been a little farther forward, but if it's too far forward, it doesn't really. Yeah, let's see if it. It still fits there. Let's try that. It's just for giggles. Maybe it doesn't need to fit into the air cleaner and it still clears. Not really too worried about this since I don't. If it doesn't stick, or if it not stick, but if it dries and it's not someplace where I'd like it to be, let's see. Let's put that in place right there. Someone's popping it up, but I don't think it's that. I'm not really sure. But yeah, it's still fitting in there, even though it's more in the forward position. So that's quite interesting. Oh, that's popping. Huh, I'll let that dry. Let's see if I move this one forward. Like that one's glued in a different spot. Let's just move it forward. And try again. It's still fitting. I think I like it better that way. Well, it's a good thing it's white glue. If that was super glue, that would have been a mess. You can see how little was actually touching. All right. We'll put that away. So when I look at the two builds too, it seems like this air cleaner leans back a little farther, tilted, versus this one seems to be a little more flatter. So I may not have glued them both in the exact same spot. It might have something to do with it. I like the way those look. Give me a little bit more three-dimensional, a little bit more of an accurate hood. Just really, really cool. All right. Well, I'm going to let those dry before I do any more messing around with them. I'm really happy with the way they look. Pretty cool stuff here. So if you're looking for these, check with Kevin at Missing Link. There'll be links in the video description below with his email address, his Facebook page, and his eBay account. I haven't really seen these on eBay, but I haven't really been watching. And get with him with current pricing and availability on them. And you guys, I just thought this was really cool, and you might like this, especially if you really like this particular car. I'm not one to really jump into having all of the detail parts, but some kits like these ones are just an amazing level of detail, and just that little bit extra just really makes them shine. I've seen some where some of you guys that built this have put some serious wires and some of the other stuff in them, and it just looks great. Just really enhances a model like this with just the level of detail that's in there right from the factory, and just adding that little bit to it just really makes them really pop. So I mean, this thing's got some really nice detail to the kit itself. But anyways, you guys, thank you for tuning in, subscribing, and all your comments and everything. I really do appreciate you guys. And if you haven't bought this kit and you're a Mustang fan, you really do need to get this kit. So you guys, you have a good weekend, and I will see you next time.